Hi everyone, it's Michelle here from 3Ps, and today I want to share with you kind of a hodgepodge of things. A couple of little embellishments that I've made, and I did a couple more cards for Christmas. And I had, well, I'll start with the cards. I had a couple of, from the sticker sheet that I did for my gift card holders. I had 2 seasons greetings left, and I was like, you know, what am I going to do with that? So I thought I'd make a card. I just did a simple little red card that says I layered up the seasons greetings. This one's on kind of a darker burgundy scrap of paper, and this one's on a red scrap of paper. And I just backed it with some of the glitter white paper that I got from Walmart, the color block paper, and I punched out some snowflakes. I took a snowflake and cut it in half, and I tucked one half up behind the ribbon here, and I tucked the other one down here underneath the ribbon, and then I layered one on top of the ribbon. And I added a little red sequin, flower sequin with a little rhinestone embellishment in the middle. Used this little candy cane ribbon. And I just put a little paper on the back. It's from the paper pad I've been using a lot of this season. It's from this Forever in Time little 6x6 paper pad. And I use this sheet right here for the background. And I'm trying to put it back. And so, I'm getting ahead of myself, sorry. And that's what I did on the outside. And I think it's pretty cute and simple. And then on the inside, I just stamped, it says, Holiday Happiness to You. I got that stamp at Hobby Lobby. I found it in their clearance. It was like $2. And this is what it says, Holiday Happiness to You. And it's just a little wooden stamp for like $2. I was like, sure. So I grabbed that. And I just made a couple little cards. So the same thing. Thought it turned out. I like this little layered up of the snowflakes with the little red center flower sequin there. And it's the sequins that I've shown you before. I'll show you again. Hold on. I got these also at Hobby Lobby. I think I've seen something similar to this on like Cartwright sequins, I think it is. They have little flowers sometimes. You can probably find something like this on Etsy or maybe Amazon, or maybe you have a place where you like to get sequins. Or even just a simple red one. Just a plain red one would work too. And then I made these, and I don't know if you watched my gift card video where I popped off these little silver snowflakes off some red snowflakes because it was too big. I was like, well, what am I going to do with these? So I decided to just make some little embellishments. Similar to ones I've made in the past for Halloween. Were similar to to this. I think it was in a video I did last year for Halloween where I did the ribbon this way with a little embellishment in the middle. I think I put buttons that time. I didn't have enough buttons this time. Not in the color. I don't have any red buttons. And then the white ones I have were few, and it just didn't look right. So I decided to layer it up with those little snowflakes I popped off. And then I put them on here with little red rhinestones, and I just layered up a little bit of the candy cane ribbon on top of this red embroidery floss. And it's just a little red floss like that, the cotton floss that you can use. And I was able to make 6. And I'm going to put these on a couple packages that I'm going to be sending out to some friends. So I thought that would look really cute on their packages. So that's an embellishment idea. If you're trying to use up some scraps, you know, maybe you can come up with something similar. They kind of look like little candies to me. So big giant red mints. Then another thing that I've worked on, I'm putting together some stockings for my husband's work. I'm doing little mini stockings that I got at Dollar Tree. They come 2 for $1. And I like to make little cards that go on the inside. Usually I make up, I don't know if you've seen my past videos, but I usually make up like treat boxes and things. I thought I would do something different. I did a Halloween treat box this year, and I thought I would do something different than a box for Christmas. And I saw the stockings at Dollar Tree. Let me see if I can find the bag of them. I've got a huge pile of Christmas stuff all around me. So I'm going to see if I can't dig them out without dumping everything on the floor. Here we go. Yeah, I found them. Okay. So there was a little snowman. There was, or is, a little Santa. And then there was one more that I got. And a little gingerbread man. He's got on the little chef's hat. And I got 4, I think it was 4 of each kind. I think, yeah, 3 or 4 of each kind. I can't remember. So, I think it was 4 of each kind. And I'm going to make up little stockings for his work. Well, I like to include these, I like to make little cards. And again, all my project bags are full. So I've been using these little leftovers from the flowers I used on my tags to hold some of my smaller things, to keep them corralled together. Where is the opening? There it is. Because they're still sticky and it stays closed, so it works out. I have some little tags in another one, but I put these little cards in there. And what I used was, let's see here. Let's see what I did here. Okay. So I used the little baseball card sleeves. And that's what I put the cards in. I actually cut them a little too small, I think, but it'll work. So on one side, I did a little stocking. Now this stocking is at Hobby Lobby. Now I got mine a couple years ago, but they have this stamp at Hobby Lobby. I saw it as of December 2nd. I saw this stamp. So it was at Hobby Lobby. So, and it's a little stocking that I stamped out. Now, when you stamp the stocking, I don't think I have one not filled in. It doesn't fill in all the way. I can show you on this one. What do I do with my ink pad? Well, I can't show you anything without an ink pad, which I don't know. Shoot. Well, anyway, I don't know what I did with my ink pad. But anyway, it doesn't fill in. It doesn't fill in all the way. So to remedy that, I used a black Sharpie to fill it in. Let me see if I can find my ink pad. Hold on. Okay, so I got my ink pad here. I was going to show you, in case you buy this, let me use this little foam to stamp on. Got a little piece of scrap paper here. So I'll show you really quick. Let me ink this up. Real good. Okay, so I have it nice and inked up. And as you can see, it looks like it's filled in. But when you stamp it, the center of the stocking doesn't fill in all the way. So, to remedy that, I just used a regular black Sharpie. Regular old Sharpie. Now the first thing I did, I'm getting ahead of myself. The first thing I did was color in anything that was not black. So if you're going to color in the stocking a certain color or the package, in this case I did red and green. Because sometimes if you do the black first, it'll smear and bleed into your other colors. So if you do the non-ones, like the non-black Sharpie color first, or marker. Well, that's if you're using Sharpies. If you have good markers, then they probably won't bleed. But I've seen the black smear before it's dry. So I went ahead and filled in everything else first. So I'll show you on this little stocking here. So I just filled it all in. If you buy this stamp. And I think I got it on clearance, but the regular price is $2. Actually, no, I don't think I did get it on clearance. I think I got it 50% off because it was only $1. And Hobby Lobby has all kinds of sales throughout the holiday season, so you could probably snag it for $1 too. It was not clearance. It's actually one of the few stamps I've bought that wasn't clearance. Okay, so once you fill in everything else, go ahead and fill in this little package. I did in green right here. This was a really quick stamp to fill in. So if you're not big on coloring images or doing details, this is a very simple image to color in. And then I just did the main part of the stocking because I didn't like that it just doesn't, and I tried putting so much ink on it. I mean, I stamped this over 20 times. And not once did it fill in the stocking. So, but you might like it that way. I didn't care for it like that, so I just used a Sharpie and filled in the stocking. Like this. I just thought it looked better. Now you could maybe do a different color if you want. Maybe if you stamp with, you could probably use like a white permanent ink to stamp your stocking. I don't have a white permanent ink pad. That's on my wish list of things to get. I just have a black one. But maybe you could stamp it in white ink, white permanent ink, and then you could color in the stocking, you know, the center part white, or you could do it maybe in a different, like a green or something. So depending on what you stamp it with can determine what you color the inside of the stocking with. So maybe you've got green or red ink that you could use if you want to color in the center of the stocking a different color. So there was that. And I had thought about coloring the whole thing green, and that was just, I think that was going to be too time consuming. I started off with a colored pencil, and then I tried a crayon, and I didn't like it. So what I ended up doing is using just a regular crayon that you use, like a Crayola crayon. Let me get I have this I have this DKNY eyeglass case that I don't use for my eyeglasses anymore. I use it to hold, like, well, crayons. So I can zip them up and they don't roll around. So I just put them inside this little eyeglass case in here. So yeah, I just used a basic little Crayola crayon. Nothing fancy about that. Clearly it was holding some scraps as well. And then I just colored around the image, around the edges, just to give it a little outline, so it would stand out. Pretty, I think I'm shaking the camera, pretty easy thing here. I think everybody has some kind of crayons. In fact, in here I actually have some crayons that, you know, you get from like restaurants when they give your kids crayons. So, you never know. And it was free. Well, kinda. You paid for the meal. I don't know if the crayons were really free. So, and I just kind of colored around the image, and I don't know, it's fun to kind of put your own flair on how you want it to look. And then I just took a black ink and went around the edges with it. Oh, I just dropped something on the floor. I don't know what it was. So I just went around the edges with some black ink, and that's how I got these. So they all come out a little bit different. Then I just adhered them to a couple cards. These cards measure the little, it's the little baseball sleeves, the 2.5 by 3.5 inch baseball sleeves. I think I messed up somewhere. I think I must have measured at the wrong, maybe like 3 1/4 or something. I got it too short, but I'm still going to use them. I didn't want to waste it, so I went ahead and just went with it. And then I just trimmed down however you like it to look. However thick or thin you would like the border to be around. You know, if you make a little card. I like making these. I make Halloween ones, Valentine ones, Easter. I think I even did 4th of July once, St. Patrick's Day. And that, whenever I make little, hold on one second. Okay, where was I? Oh no, she's here. I think I've said in the last 2 videos I've made, we got a new cat. And I've never owned a cat in my entire life. This is the first cat I've ever had. And she's so curious. She's into everything. Just now she was in the bathroom banging on the cabinet with her paw. So I think all the videos I made, the last 3 videos I've made, I've had to stop the video and go figure out what she's getting into. She's literally right behind me, pawing at my pajama pants. Oh, I'm in him, and I'm in my pajama pants. So, anyway, back to the cards. I'm sorry for the distractions. Just, you know, put your own flair on it. You know, make yourself a little card. I guess it's kind of like in the same idea as like an ATC card, but you're just making it yourself out of paper. So that's how I did the back image, and then I just adhered it to the cards, to the little green squares that I cut out. The initial card here is going to be 2.5 by 3.5. It's the little baseball card size. And then for the other side, I did a couple of different variants. I did half of them have got where I've stamped out 3 snowflakes. They've all got the washi tape I've used on a few projects across the middle, this little green and white stripe. I punched out the snowflakes. These are just in plain white paper, not the glitter paper. And then the punch that I've been using, the little Martha Stewart punch that I bought at Tuesday Morning, it came with a stamp. Actually, it came with 3 stamps. I thought it was only 2, but it was actually 3 in the package. It came with 3 little snowflake stamps. I don't know if you can see this. There we go. It had a little stamp with it. And I used this with some white ink. Now the white ink pad I have is not a permanent ink pad. It took forever for it to dry. It actually smeared on a couple of cards. I don't know if you can see it kind of smeared a little bit. So I definitely, I'm planning on investing in at least the base. I've got a black one and I definitely want to get a white one. I think it's, those 2 will probably be the most used for me. I think it would have worked out better if I'd had a permanent, like I have this one, which I really like. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. And I want to get this one in a white so that when I go to stamp like these snowflakes, it doesn't smear. And it took forever for this to dry before I could even put them in these little sleeves. And then I'll put these in the little, like the little stockings. So here I've got, let's just do this little, what is he at? Yeah, a little gingerbread face. And these were 2 for $1. I think these are going to be really cute. I'm going to fill it full of probably some kind of I got some candies I bought, like candy canes. I bought some candy canes and I don't remember what else. I bought something else. But anyway, I'll slide this inside of the little stockings. So, I bought 2 kind of candies. It was candy cane and something else. I don't remember what it was. Might have been some kind of chocolate. So, and on a couple of these I did like 2 snowflakes. And then I did all of them have this, have the washi tape through the middle and then the 2 stamps in the upper, the stamped snowflakes in the upper corner. But I did vary a little bit where I put these snowflakes. Some of them have 3 across the back. So, but they're all kind of the same thing going on here. And I'll just slide these down inside. I got erasers. I picked up some holiday erasers, so I'll put these in here. And then I got these little packs of stickers, which I don't want to open yet, but I'll put these in here. And I got a pack of Christmas erasers. I'll put a little eraser in each one, and I might do a follow-up video once I have all these put together and show you guys what the finished packaging looks like with the little cards and all the little goodies I'm going to stuff down inside here for my husband's work for Christmas. So, yeah. So these are the little, I guess, miscellaneous projects that I've been working on. I'm working on my husband's stuff for his work for the holidays. I put together these little guys that I'll add to some packages. And of course, my little 2 straggler cards here that I made. So I like layering up these snowflakes. So, and I hope maybe after watching some of these videos for a while, or this holiday seasons, if you've picked up this Martha Stewart punch when it was that Tuesday morning, I've used it, I think, on just about every project I've done so far. Either the stamps that came with it or the punch itself. So I hope maybe I've given some people multiple ideas on different projects you can use this punch for. It's fantastic. So I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Enough rambling and chit-chatting, I suppose. The video needs to come to an end. It's running a little bit longer than I planned. So, thanks everyone for watching, and maybe you got some ideas for my project shares today. And thanks for stopping by. I hope everyone is having a wonderful holiday season. Early Merry Christmas to everyone. And I appreciate everyone who watches my videos, and I hope it really gives y'all some inspiration on how you can create your own inexpensive craft projects. Thanks everyone for watching, and y'all have a great day now. Bye-bye.